Now what about everlasting fire? Well, follow the Bible's teachings on this very important subject. Question: what kind of fire will be used to destroy the wicked? The answer is unquenchable fire, according to Matthew 3:12. Fire that never shall be quenched, according to Mark 9:43-48. Fire unquenchable, according to Luke 17. And everlasting fire, according to Matthew 25:41. Question: what is the source of this never-ending fire? The answer, Genesis 19:24, which says, "Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven." And Revelation 20 verse 9, "And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them." Question: what do we know about the nature of the eternal God? Answer, Hebrews 12:29 says, "For our God is a consuming fire." Daniel 7 verses 9 through 10 says, "I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened." And Exodus 24:17, "And the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on the top of the mount in the eyes of the children of Israel." Question: what ingredient accompanies the fire which is continually in the presence of God? Answer, Exodus 19:18 says, "And Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire, and the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly." In 2 Samuel 22:9, "There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it." Isaiah 6 verses 1 through 4, "In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphims, each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet, and with twain he did fly. And one cried unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. And the posts of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke." Revelation 15:8, "And the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of God and from his power. And no man was able to enter into the temple till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled." Question: what happens to the wicked in the divine presence? Answer, Exodus 33:20, "And he said, Thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live." Revelation 14:10, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." Question: what is the effect of the fire upon the wicked? Answer, Leviticus 10:2, "And there went out fire from the Lord and devoured them, and they died before the Lord." And Numbers 16:35, "And there came out a fire from the Lord and consumed the 250 men that offered incense." Question: only what kind of people can survive in the midst of God's everlasting fire? Answer, Isaiah 33 verses 14 and 15, "The sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness hath surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell in the devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly. He that despiseth the gain of oppressions, that shaketh his hands from holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil." Question: will the righteous be able to dwell in the actual presence of God? Answer, Revelation 21:3, "And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God." Ezekiel 28:14, "Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire." Question: so, the righteous will dwell and prosper in the very fire that consumes the wicked? Answer, Malachi 4, verses 1 through 3. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth, and grow up as calves of the stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts. Question. How has this contrasting effect been illustrated in the Bible? Answer, Daniel 3, verses 22 and 25. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. Question. When the Lord appears, from what will the wicked seek to hide from? Answer, Revelation 6:16. And said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. Question. What is the most important question for you? Answer, Revelation 6:17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Question. What is the answer? The answer, Revelation 7, verses 14 to 16. And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore are they before the throne of God, and serve him day and night in his temple. And he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more. Neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. The conclusion is this. The everlasting fire of which the Bible speaks is the fire of the presence of God. In it, sinners cannot exist. Only those who have been cleansed from all unrighteousness through Jesus Christ will dwell in the presence of the Holy God forever. This has been part 4 of our 7-part series on hell. I hope and pray that you were blessed by everything you heard here today, and I also hope and pray that you'll stick around for the rest of the series. God bless.